Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. I hope you're doing well today. I've got a Weizen to review for you today. Really looking forward to this. One, I've not had a Weizen before, and two, I'm a massive fan of this brewery's Pilsner. The brewery in question is Krombacher, and this is quite simply their Weizen. And it's coming in at 5.3% ABV. Have a quick look at the label, the Krombacher logo in the middle there. Yep, all in German. Krombacher Brewery. There's the bottle cap. Simply the Krombacher Weizen. Picked this bottle up in my local offie. Haven't had it before. Haven't even seen it before. I wasn't actually aware that Krombacher brewed a Weizen, so I was very excited when I spotted it. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get the cap off this. Get it into a glass. Loads of smoke on the opening. Loads and loads. Got my Weizen glass, freshly rinsed. She's certainly got a bit of life in her. A little bit left. Any sediment, any yeasty goodness, I want all that. Sop it up. Oh, picture. Oh, that smells rather nice. That smells rather nice. I'm excited now. I'm excited. It might just be like I've not had a Weizen for a while, so this is going to taste quite fresh on my palate. I'm a massive fan of Krombacher's Pilsner. It's become one of my go-to buys in supermarkets. You can get like 3 big bomber bottles of it for like a £5. But here is the Weizen. In its glass, looks a picture, hazy, dark, marmalade-y kind of colour to it. It's got a solid two and a bit, sort of creamy, foamy looking white head on it, which is in no hurry to go anywhere. There is some magic, isn't there, about pouring a Weizen into a Weizen glass. It looks the nuts. There is a bit of sediment. There was a bit of sediment rather in the bottle there, which is I think sunk to the bottom now. But let's get me stouting, see what the aroma's telling us. Unmistakable Weizen aroma of banana and cloves and spices. It's balanced from the off. There's none of those elements that are overpowering the other. It is spicy, slight nutmeggy aroma. You could almost sort of, can't get my words out. Weizens, I think, should be more associated with Christmas, because every time I smell a Weizen, it always seems to remind me of Christmas. There's winter spice, nutmegs and clove, and there's that obviously unmistakable banana. It smells fantastic. Really does smell lovely. Really does smell good. I need to get stuck in. Cheers, everyone. I've just needed a little time for that to develop on my palate. Unfortunately, the flavour doesn't quite back up the aroma. The aroma did everything you'd want a good Weizen to do. But the taste is a little bit short-lived. I'll say that. Spicy, certainly getting the cloves. It's a very subtle, sweet, bready malt. Again, tiny bit of sort of a herbal, subtle bitter finish. Yeah, it's just a bit, it's just a bit lacking for me. It tastes slightly minimalistic as far as Weizens go. The aroma was gorgeous. The aroma had all the elements you want of the Weizen. The body's fantastic. It's really quite thick. Really coats the palate. Carbonation, it's really nicely carbonated. Kind of helps throw those flavours around at you, of what there is of them. That's where it starts going downhill for me. The flavours are very minimalistic. It's over very quickly. Yeah, slight bit of toffee, slightly caramel. It's that sort of malty brown bread character. Slight spice from the cloves. Not really getting much in the way of the banana coming through on the flavour, that banana characteristic that you get in the aroma. Sometimes you get a bit of it with the flavour of Weizens, but not really getting it on this one. Say sweet sort of brown bread malts, bready malts. A little bit of spice. But again, what I said with the aroma is that the aroma had all the elements and it was nicely balanced. With this, there's a little bit of everything going on. But I just feel like it needs a little bit more than a little bit of everything. It needed the volume cranking up a little bit. It's just a little bit minimalistic. Carbonated, good body to it. It's by no means a terrible Weizen, but I've had a lot better. I've had a lot better. But I was interested to grab this one because, like I say, I'm a massive fan of Krombacher's Pilsen. And yeah, I think that is a much better beer than this one. I think so personally anyway. But it's okay. It's okay. I think I'll score it down the middle. It's an easy drinker. If you're just in the mood for a Weizen, it would certainly tick those boxes. But yeah. So when you stick your nose in, it tells you it's going to be a good Weizen. It does everything you want that aroma to do. Oh, blimey, you shake it up. Toffee banana and spices I'm getting at me. The nose on this beer is fantastic. It just outperforms the flavour for me. It's a shame. That is a shame. It's a decent Weizen, but that's all really. That's all really. Yeah. Would I drink it again? Yeah, I'd probably drink it again. I certainly wouldn't be in a rush though. I would put this on a par with maybe the Erdinger. Actually, that's a bit unfair. The Erdinger Weizen is a completely different beer. I'd maybe say it's a slight downgrade on the Paulaner. I think the Paulaner Weizen isn't their best beer, but it's kind of on a par with that. Scores. I've had better Weizens. I've also had worse Weizens. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. A 6.5 out of 10 for Krombacher's Weizen. See if you can find that one. Trebly Mad, this might be a good place to find it. So I was lucky enough to find it in my local offie. And yeah, it was a good find. And they've got another Krombacher beer in there that I'm going to grab hold of and do a review. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. 6.5 out of 10 for the Krombacher Weizen. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Until my next one, you take care.